Okay, so before the video starts, I just want to say I have found out why South Africans like myself, when they load on Fortnite, they automatically put on European servers instead of Middle Eastern servers. And for when they try to connect to Middle Eastern servers, they get 200 ping. Okay, so I have found out why it's like that. Now, I do have a way to get the ping to like 130 or 120 or 110. The only problem is it's not a viable solution, and I hope the community finds one. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I've tried everything. I've selected game mode. I've restarted my game. I've restarted my PlayStation. I even deleted the game and re-downloaded it, and it still doesn't work for me. I tried everything I thought, but then it came to me that it could be a problem with my Wi-Fi because I had a friend in the area also with the same Wi-Fi, but it wasn't working for him either. Okay, so what I found out that it is actually the Wi-Fi. Okay, so if I go into my settings, as you can see, it says auto 163, and you can see that I'm automatically put on Europe, and you can see that my Middle Eastern is 311 ping. Okay, so this is only when I'm on my normal Wi-Fi. That seems to be the problem. So you may be wondering what I mean by normal Wi-Fi. I basically mean that's your actual Wi-Fi, your provider. So for me, it will be Vumatel, and what provides them is like Coolidge or something like that. Okay. So if you have those providers, there's most likely probably going to be some problem because a friend of mine also has that same problem. Anyway, so what I did is take your phone or any other device where you can make a hotspot, okay? So you use your data, make it a hotspot, and connect to it in settings. So you go to settings, go to network, and just connect to the hotspot. Once you've done that, you just load the game. So once you've loaded the game, all you got to do is go to settings. As you can see, the problem is solved. For the Eastern, I'm getting 155 ping, and instead of 300, which is basically half the amount of ping. But you may be wondering why it's so high, 155. You could get that in Europe, and why my Europe's 194. That is because instead of using actual Wi-Fi, I'm using mobile data from my phone. And by using mobile data, the connection's obviously not that great. That's why it's 155 ping, and my Europe's much higher. So as you can see, I'm able to connect to Middle Eastern while having reasonably low ping, and Europe's high, but that's just the Wi-Fi speed. So that basically means that instead of it being random who gets what, like if they can able to play with low ping on Middle Eastern, it means that the Wi-Fi is the problem, which basically means your providers. Now I'm not sure how that may work. It may be that there's no cables to Middle Eastern. I'm not sure how it works, but that's clearly the problem. And obviously that this isn't a viable solution, as you can't just use mobile data all the time to play Fortnite. So this really hasn't fixed anything, but it has found out the problem. So it's obvious that it's the Wi-Fi providers. And yes, if you want to do something about it, I say just call them and ask them why it would be like that. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.